All right, time to play another game, and we'll get to what it's called in a bit, I think. Yeah, okay. I was just scared there when jam game starts in display text. You never know if you get stopped with something like this or it just continues on. So I didn't want to have to restart it. And I know it's called Desire something. Let's see if I can actually do this without triggering the next. Desires, time, and life. All right. So let's see. Text adventure. So we're in Albissimo Casino. Definitely one play. Sounds safe enough, right? Oh, we have an economy. How? I mean, I mean, this. Of course, this. It, it can only go the right way, right? Why am I feeling like this is gonna turn out like, I don't know, a 666, but it wasn't. All right. That's quite a lot of money. It doesn't probably matter how much, but like with these large numbers, it's nice to have dots or a bit of space or something to group the threes. I would say sleep exclamation mark. I mean, for personally, like my reaction now is sleep exclamation mark, not question mark. It's very nice with these wobbly. It's of course lowers the legibility a little bit, but I think it's still with the great contrast to the black. It's no problem for me at least. Um, so now I guess is this intentional? That it doesn't say like in the world, does it not say where to go? That is intriguing in its own right, if that's the intention, or is it that you didn't want to place name here? I don't know. By the way, very nice effects also when the text rolls out, and it's a good speed. I guess I could, like, my reading speed is enough that I'm slightly waiting for it to roll out, but I also don't want to just rush through it. And what else was I thinking? I feel like it's a very silent game, I guess on purpose, but it has some nice click sounds. I was wondering if it wouldn't have been nice with some noise of some sort when text is rolling out. This is probably the place name that another thing uh, that I sort of on my screen isn't that wide or large, but on a full screen, uh, this whole thing can be quite wide, so you have to almost move your head to read it all. Uh, but it's of course hard to for you. Well, you do have my pixels with. What is it worth? Oh, I was like, okay, this. It's sort of the expected generated wealth I've left to produce in the world. Uh, so not my offspring's wealth, though, if I had any. I don't know if I have any. I'm only responsible for myself. Okay, that was a 0. Oh, nice, nice, nice. We get even some more here if we sell our life. Not sure what the who we are selling it to. Uh, what was I thinking? Story worldwide is here. There was something just popped into my head reading this. Like, yeah, this. I was like, we are in dire debt. So I'm thinking this is the calculated time left to live based on we're not getting murdered by some loan shark or something like the casino. I guess. Otherwise, I mean, if it says I have 21 years and 1 day left to live, um, why do I even bother to pay this then if it's fine anyhow? Or that. Oh, now I see. Okay, okay. Ah, nice. I want to live in misery. Now it made more sense. Mhm. That didn't sound like the right choice. Uh, Now we're back at the beginning, I think. I'm just gonna try this again just to see what plays out. Yes, I suppose. I bet nothing. I sort of want this to fall off the screen now after a couple of clicking. Okay, so that wasn't a choice. It's good. Put a pinch range. Roll the die. So we leave. I don't think I can speed these up. All right. So let's think if there's something else. I well, yeah. Sometimes like that's a prompt that is read like the text. So it, at least for me, because a lot of the text has been read and my prompts maybe weren't read before. So it took me a little bit of time to register that that's the thing I'm supposed to. It would have been almost like if it looked like it was saying something here, but for some visual effect put on that we couldn't read it, that would have been quite ominous or foreshadowing of this not being a great place to go to either. Even though I suppose these guys, they don't really do any active harm. They just happen to be there and give you an offer. Well, maybe that's an active harm as well. Um, but yeah, so obvious things, music or sound, a little bit more sound or sound effects would have helped a lot, I think, also with selling the whole thing. If I was able to adjust the margins here and the text could shrink to fit or something, or wrap, it could also have made it a bit easier to read. But it's fine to read as it is. The story is nice and well written, and let's see, now I'm gonna stop talking about that and experience 21 years of my life on. It is sort of funny that that this choice where we get out of death, which should sort of clear us from whatever repercussions the casino would be having, is the one we don't have any time left to live. It's, oh yeah, let's sleep the time away. I don't want to go gambling. Yeah, that's also probably true. If it was me. Not a choice. Interesting peel. I suppose we can do this. Oh no. Nice. So yeah, I'm glad that I replayed and I can see how there are a couple of here. I don't really feel like if I could speed through the first parts a bit more, um, I would be open to try one of these other. But I'm really glad that I did try out the other main or first branching path there, since the um, first choice I did just got me the fast bad ending, so to say, and that also didn't show as much of the game. Um, so yeah, I like this game. I think I'm trying to think. Um, I think I've said some of the general stuff about the text, display, sounds, stuff like that, and a bit about the colors. I think green means like good choice and red means bad choice. But sort of having a bit more consistency with what are interactive prompts for the player. Not that it really matters here. What else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And as I sort of said right before, like if I could skip forward faster, it makes it, because it is a bit to sit through those texts again. So if I could do that, it would be much more natural to like play out a couple of more endings or versions of the 1 day ending there and see what they have, so to say. But yeah, I think that's it. So thank you very much for the game.